Imagine knowing that by tonight you'll be executed. Not for a crime, not for hurting anyone, but simply for praying. That was Daniel. Daniel wasn't weak. He was respected, trusted by the king. In fact, he was about to be promoted over the entire kingdom. And that's exactly why they hated him. The other leaders wanted him gone, but there was a problem. They couldn't find a single thing wrong with him. So they made a plan. If we can't trap him in his actions, we'll trap him in his faith. They went to the king and said, "Make a law. For 30 days, no one can pray to any god or man except you." It sounded harmless, but it was a trap. And the king signed it, which meant if Daniel prayed, he would die. Daniel heard the law. He knew the consequence. And he had a choice: stay silent and live, or pray and be executed. He didn't debate it, didn't hesitate. He went home, opened his windows, and prayed, just like always. He knew they were watching. He knew this was the moment, and he still didn't stop. They were watching, waiting for this exact moment. They caught him, dragged him to the king, and suddenly, the king realized what had happened. He'd been tricked. The king didn't want Daniel to die. He tried everything to save him, every excuse, every loophole. But the law couldn't be changed. And as the sun began to set, there was nothing left he could do. Daniel was led to the lion's den, a pit filled with hungry lions. No weapons, no escape. The king looked at him and said, "May your God rescue you." And then Daniel was thrown in. No one had ever survived this. This wasn't a test. This was a death sentence. A stone sealed the opening. No one could get in. No one could get out. That night, the king couldn't sleep. No food, no music, just silence. Because he was sure Daniel was already dead. At sunrise, the king ran to the den, not walked, ran. And with a desperate voice, he cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to save you?" For a moment, nothing. Then a voice answered from inside, "My God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions." Daniel was alive. The lions didn't touch him, didn't move, didn't attack. No wounds, no blood, not even a scratch. What was meant to kill him didn't even touch him. Because Daniel didn't just have faith when it was easy. He held onto it when it cost everything. They tried to silence his faith, but instead, it proved it was real.